up, everybody? Today is November 6th, right? I was in some store and they're playing Christmas carols already. This is the time of year when more black men go back and forth to jail, or the time of year when more black people be committing suicide and shit like that because they can't live up to the expectations of something else. This is, like growing up in the hood. Damn. When you're growing up in the hood, right, you're growing up poor. But whenever you but the main reason you got so much hatred in the hood is because there's no fucking money that circulates in the neighborhood. And people always get jealous when they think you're doing better than them. But in actuality, you're not. Like I said before, you could go to the average person's house in the hood. They've been living in the hood all their life. And you could buy everything in their house for $5,000 a year or less. That means they ain't accumulate shit. You could buy everything in their house for $5,000 or less. And that right there is where I grew up. I grew up in housing products over there. That's St. Nicholas Housing Products. We was taught to believe in Santa Claus. That's because my parents ain't know no better. But I used to say, how is Santa Claus gonna come down the chimney? And back in the days, we grew up in the projects. They used to burn the incinerator. They used to take everything. See, like all that shit right there? They took all that shit and pour it down the incinerator. It wasn't no like recycling back then. You should just pour everything down the incinerator. If it can fit in the incinerator compartment, that shit would get burnt. And they should just take everything and burn it at the same time. They don't burn the incinerators no more like they used to in the housing projects. But you're growing up in the projects, you're growing up poor, and you believe that a white man is going to give you a big fat white man is going to come from, and see, a child's mind is not equipped to handle all that bullshit when you lie to them. Like I tell you, the best time to indoctrinate a child and brainwash them is from 1 to 6. That's when we absorb more information intensely than we in our entire life. And that's why it's called kindergarten. Kinder means child in German. And garden is spelled G-A-R-T-E-N. But if you change the T to a D, it's garden. So that means that your mind is fertile to plant seeds. That's when it's best to indoctrinate your children. And we believe in Santa Claus and reindeers and all that other dumb shit, and you grew up believing that shit, but after a while you stop believing it, but you still celebrate the holidays. Black people still getting drunk, still smoking weed, still buying shit they can't afford. And the best way to fuck them up is with these credit cards and shit like that. And you be like, oh, I want to buy something. You out there flossing, trying to impress the next man, knowing you can't afford it, but you buying all this shit on a credit card, and then when the credit card bill comes, you fucked up all the way up until next year. So that's why black people will be living in poverty for forever. And like I said, you go to the average person's house, they be living in the hood their whole life, and you can buy everything they own for $5,000 or less. That's because we've been brainwashed and indoctrinated with the dumb shit. We don't know how to save money. We don't know how to accumulate money or how to accumulate wealth. So, that's why everybody be starving. Everybody in the hood walking around mad because they don't have money to pay bills and shit for the holidays, or they don't have money to travel for the holidays. Like I said, this is the time of year when most black men go to jail and then most black people committing suicide because we're trying to live up to somebody else's expectation of what they want to be, what we want them to think about us. With the Christmas carols and all that other dumb shit, it's just real fucking stupid, man. It's real stupid. Like I always say, life is simple, but humans create the obstacles. We create that bullshit. We create it. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.